We try not to have any type of restraint on a student, and we try, and that would include a seclusion restraint.
An area mom says her child was put in a padded room at his school for misbehaving. She says it happened at a school in the Northern Valley, and she called our whistleblower hotline but wouldn't go on camera with us.
The school couldn't go into specifics about the case, so Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer went to a school in the FM area that also has these rooms to get a better understanding of why they are used.
Looking at an elementary school, you might not know of this room. It's a room where students are sent for a timeout. Some parents are saying it's not right, but the people we spoke with say it's only used in severe situations.
Only in the case of imminent danger, and it would be that the student would still have access to a staff member either in the room with them or right within sight.
And Sletty tells us since the start of using these rooms a couple years ago, they have evolved with the children. The rooms vary in size and typically have padded walls. And Sletty says many of them don't have doors and none of them have locks. She tells us rather than referring to them as sensory or seclusion rooms like other schools do, they stick with calling them a timeout space.
Sometimes we just need to take a break, and so we like to be able to provide our students with safe spaces for them to be safe and to help regulate themselves so that they can get back in the classroom and to learning.
And we wanted to do some learning of our own, so we did some research on these rooms. We found they are completely legal in the state of North Dakota, and the Department of Public Instruction is backing it up.
Now, a sensory room is not typically considered seclusion, but typically sensory rooms are there for children who maybe have a high need for some type of stimulation.
North Dakota is one of just 5 states with no law protecting students against the use of restraint and seclusion. But the West Fargo Public Schools policy book says this is prohibited in their schools. And they say even when a student is sent to the timeout space, a teacher is always present. In West Fargo, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
The room that we showed you is an older version than what the school has today. West Fargo Public Schools is not the only district that has these rooms. We're told parents and educators work on creating a behavior and safety plan. So it's not a surprise for the student to be sent to one of these spaces. And what it comes down to is the Department of Public Instruction has a set of guidelines, but implementation happens at the local level, leaving it up to the school. As we mentioned, this story came to us through our whistleblower hotline. And remember, if you need help with a serious issue in your community, call 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it.